Ladies and gentlemen, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're doing something a little bit different. We got some face cam going on, and today we're jumping into Blackout because we've got some investigating to do, all right? We're gonna put on our tinfoil hats, we're gonna do some things because there is currently some very strange things happening on the Blackout map in preparation for Operation Apocalypse Z. Now, as you guys know, all week long, we have been covering Operation Apocalypse Z. We've been breaking down all the different teasers and hints pointing towards what exactly is coming in our next operation, and that's all fine and dandy, but what's really interesting is that right now in-game, the teasers have already started. We've actually had teasers on the Blackout map for quite some time now, and we have been covering them here and there over the past week or so, but today, I wanted to really go in and just break down what it all means and what potentially could be coming to the Blackout map with Apocalypse Z. We know that some map changes are coming. Treyarch, I believe, tweeted out saying that on Monday on their preview live stream, they're going to be sort of detailing what changes will happen, and we also know that Alcatraz is going to be receiving its own dark new twist as well, so that could be very interesting too. But pretty much for today, we're going all out on Blackout and really taking a look at what Operation Apocalypse Z has in store for my personal favorite mode and for the Blackout map as well. Alright, so here we are at Estates, right, or Raid to be more specific, and as you guys can see, we have this whole barbecue area here, which, if you guys remember, was like this whole thing during the Days of Summer events. We had the whole barbecue scenarios, we had the inflatable coolers with the paint cans, all that stuff was all over the map, but now, it's not that great. Either they had one heck of a party here, or something bad happened. I'm going to assume the latter there because, as you guys can see, if we get up on here, there's kind of like blood everywhere.
Gonna go out on a limb here.
I don't think that is watermelon, just going to assume. I'm not sure why all the food is like completely intact. Actually, that burger's not looking so good. Most of the food is pretty much intact. There's not any bites taken out of it, but as you guys can see, there's kind of like blood everywhere and quite a bit of it too. But this isn't the only instance of this kind of stuff going on the Blackout map. This one, though, is probably one of the main ones. As you can see, this one, and I believe the one that we're going to visit next on the actual loading screen, but it's an interesting thing to take note of. We have all these barbecue scenarios, all these summer parties and whatnot, and they're all kind of just in shambles now. As you guys can see, all the chairs are knocked over. Everything is looking really bad just right away, right? But like I said, this is really only the beginning. As we move down to the basketball courts here, you guys can see things don't really get that much better. They're playing, what is this, cornhole here? And yeah, that was one really bad game of cornhole. You guys can see there's literally bloody footsteps kind of everywhere. And something to note here, something actually very important in my mind, is that if you guys look at these footsteps, those are shoe prints. Like, those are shoes that stepped in blood and then walked all over. Those aren't physical footprints. You know, you can't see the outlines of the toes and whatnot. It looks like those are shoes. That is a very important detail, and I'll explain why as we get further on into the video, but you guys can see right here, just a little bit off from that main little party up there, there's a ton of blood right here as well. Then you guys will notice as we move over here, we have some beer pong stations. One is looking decent, but it's got some bloody handprints on it. That's gross. We also then see this one, which is entirely knocked over. Either somebody spilled all the fruit punch in the world, or that is more blood. I'm going to assume the second there. And then as we move over here to the other party area, the grill and everything seems okay. There's a knocked over cup there, but that's not really a huge deal. But yeah, more bloody footprints. And then also that kind of goes into the hot tub. Somebody's going to have to clean that. We also have this table here, which is once again completely in shambles. All the chairs are knocked over. The plates are broken. The food is still fine for some reason. But once again, we see all the bloody footprints. Everything's knocked over. There's blood all over the table. It's not a good scenario. Now, as you guys will see, as we move on over towards Stronghold here, this is actually an area that you can see on the main loading screen right now. Once again, things are not looking that great. Everything is knocked over again. There's more bloody footprints, and pretty much everything is like it just was over at Raid. All the cups are knocked over. All the chairs are knocked over. Plates are broken and smashed. There's once again blood and blood smears everywhere. It goes all over the place, which is disgusting. They messed up the beer kegs, all right? It's going to be so foamy and just not ideal. Nothing is going well here on the Blackout map. Now, obviously, these two areas really are not that far apart from one another. We have Raid right over here, and we have Stronghold right here. If these are zombies doing these things, which, I mean, I'm inclined to believe it is, this is our main teaser for Operation Apocalypse Z, this Blackout map update that's coming. It's all having to do with this stuff right here. These two areas really are not that far apart, so if the zombies doing this, they didn't really have to go that far. You know, they're not burning too many calories or anything, but really, these teasers spread far wider than just these two areas. Okay, so now we're here over at 8-Pack, as it's called, just outside of construction here, and as you guys can see, once again, not good at all. We have more bloody footprints, Once again, very important. You guys will know why in just a bit. We have a table that's been completely flipped over, and good grief, a ton of more blood. But this isn't the only party here that was disrupted by the undead. As we move over to these other houses across the street, you guys can see it in the distance there. There was another party here. Either the neighbors were just super pissed or the zombies yet again attacked. Gonna go with the zombies theory there because, once again, more bloody footprints, more tipped over tables. The food is still completely untouched, which, honestly, the more that I think about it, I feel like it kind of has to do with the fact that there's zombies. They're coming here, they're attacking the people, not so much the food. Obviously, zombies eat people. Maybe they're not that appetized by hot dogs and beer and burgers and whatnot, so maybe that's why. Also, maybe just Treyarch didn't feel like changing all the food models for everything, but still, we're here at 8-Pack, kind of south of Estates and Stronghold and all that stuff, but still in the general area, not super far apart, and the zombies have also breached this area as well. Now, literally, like 2 blocks up the road, not even, we're at this little 2-pack of houses, and once again, you guys can see the little tent area there as I ran my helicopter into the wall, and here yet again, more blood, more bloody footprints, more things knocked over, more bad things are happening. So here's the deal. We have these footprints, right? As I mentioned earlier, these are a very big deal. To me, at least, I feel like I have a theory going around right now about this that, to me, makes sense, at least. So, we've got these footprints, right? I feel like zombies aren't typically wearing shoes. I don't know. I'm no zombies expert. I don't study the zombies. I'm not a zombieologist or anything. That's not a thing. But they're not going to be wearing shoes, or at least not, like, fully intact shoes like these appear to be. My theory is that these footprints are not of the zombies, these are of the people who turned into zombies. Now, if you're sitting here, you know, drinking some beer, eating some burgers and hot dogs, having a good time, you're gonna be dressed. It'd be weird if you weren't. You're gonna be dressed, you're gonna be wearing shoes, and so if these zombies come, they attack you. The theory going around right now, according to the leaked broadcast audio, is that the undead are coming, they're attacking the living, then those living people who are attacked are then turning into the zombies as well. Kind of the stereotypical zombie scenario, all the zombies turn the living people into zombies as well, and it's just a nasty cycle that rinses and repeats. But if all these people got turned into zombies, it's not like they're going to turn into zombies and just take off their shoes to be courteous or anything. They're just going to be normal people, but zombies wearing all the same stuff. So my thinking is that all these footprints are the people who got turned into zombies, and they're all bloody because they were just attacked by the zombies. That's just my theory there. These footprints aren't the actual zombies' footprints. These are people footprints who are, I guess, now zombies. What? Yep, that's the one. Okay, so this one is a brand new one to me. We are on this beach just south of construction. You guys will see it's right here on the map. So we're still in the relatively same area. We had obviously Raid and Stronghold up here. We had 8-pack right here. We had the 2-pack right here. Now we're over here on the beach and there's a bathroom that doesn't look very good. I suppose I probably could have guessed it was this one, judging from the doorway, which is gross. But yeah, either somebody had a really bad Taco Bell run or the zombies got here as well. This one is pretty brutal, I'm not gonna lie. There's footprints, there's handprints, there's a whole lot of blood kind of everywhere. And this is a pretty peculiar area because we're kind of in the middle of nowhere. We're just on a random beach. And what's really weird about it is this is only taking place in one bathroom. There's no mop in here, so we're really in trouble. Obviously, all of these bathrooms are, they're completely clean. They're all good. This one, though, over here, not the same story. So we've pretty much covered this entire northwestern side of the map now with all these attacks. But it's weird because this isn't the only area that has all these zombies attacks. We're now going to fly somewhere else, which you guys will see literally in 4 seconds, that also has some very interesting zombies teasers as well that I think is rather peculiar.
A few inches later.
All right, let's put her down nice and gently. Nice and gently. That was not nice or gentle. Okay, good thing I'm here though. All right, so now we're here. We're at the graveyard, which is on the complete other side of the map, pretty much just south of Asylum. And obviously, this is a notorious zombies location. The mystery box spawns here. The zombies will rise from the ground here. All that good stuff happens here. What's very interesting, though, is the second that I saw that the zombies were going to be coming to the map, the second I heard the outbreak audio, I began to wonder what's going to happen to all the zombies areas where the zombies typically spawn. Like, are hordes going to spawn there? Is that going to be like where the zombies spawn and then maybe they spread from these areas? Obviously, we have the graveyard here. We have Asylum just over yonder. We have the lighthouse. We have the diner. All that good stuff. But then I actually was browsing Reddit and I came across a post that said that there was something going on here. So I came over to investigate and lo and behold, this little area here, I'm not 100% sure if this is brand new to the map or if this was here before. If you know, feel free to drop me a comment down below. But we have some trash bags out here. I'm not sure what's in them, but we do have some blood, leading up the stairs. In here, we've got that. I'm not exactly sure what that is. Maybe it's just a rag, maybe it's a shirt or something. But then we've got the blood stains that lead to the handprints in the corner. And also, I didn't notice those on the first time through here. What are those? Some giant scissors, like some hedge clippers or something? Yikes. Okay, well, that's the thing. I swear I did not see those the first time I came in here. I just saw the blood on the wall and I was like, perfect, that's where I ought to go for the video. But that's interesting. That's kind of peculiar and a little bit disturbing. Like I said, I'm not sure if this was already here because it is the graveyard. It's kind of spooky as is, you know, but I want to say it wasn't here because these are the same kind of handprints and like sort of blood smears that we've seen all across the map and all throughout the video so far. So this is very interesting as well, mainly because this is not anywhere near where the like all the other locations were. Obviously, estates and stuff, it's all up here, it's all over here, not so much on this side of the map. But we do know, according to the leaked audio files, that all of the undead are attacking the island, and there is an extreme amount of them. At one point, the leaked audio says that the military central command is about to be completely overrun entirely just because sheer force of numbers that the zombies have. So, with that being said, my thinking is that maybe all of these zombies are already infected with all... That was a dumb statement, all right? Stupid. All these zombies are going to be a part of the outbreak is what I should have said, and even though they're not necessarily near where all the other attacks are happening, zombies will still rise here and be a part of this outbreak. Now, this whole outbreak scenario that we are talking about here, I doubt it's going to be like a physical in-game event like what you might see over in Fortnite where rockets are launching and stuff, but rather this is going to be something that happens like maybe in a cutscene or just rather behind the scenes, if you will, where then come Tuesday when Operation Apocalypse Z goes live, we're going to spawn in and the zombies will have attacked. I don't necessarily think this will be something that might happen in-game that we see live, but nonetheless, it's going to happen. It's going to be coming. It's not going to be good when it happens. Bad things are coming. Also, I happened to notice this earlier too. As you guys will see, there's kind of like an invisible wall right here. I can run pretty much against it. So as you guys can see, I'm running, I'm hitting something here. Maybe this is just a glitch. Maybe this is something that's going to be placed here when the operation goes live. Maybe it's like a placeholder, something that's messing me up right now because it's coming soon. I don't know. I just wanted to point that out just in case that was something that might happen. Anyways, with that said, I feel like with the lighthouse and with asylum and graveyard and all these different zombie locations as is, those will all be very, very prominent once this outbreak event does occur. Also, another thing that I did think of when I was sort of planning out this video, if you will, was that we know thanks to the leaked files that there is going to be some brand new DLC weapons coming with Apocalypse Z. One of which is going to be a brand new melee weapon. It's actually going to be a zombie arm, much like we had the lefty arm back in Black Ops 3. And I got to thinking, I think it would be really cool if this zombies arm melee weapon was not something that you would unlock maybe out of the Blackjack stash or out of the other crates as a weapon per se, but actually, what if you came into a place like Graveyard, for instance, you killed the zombie, and then when you kill that zombie, its arm falls off, and you can physically just pick up that arm and use it as a melee weapon. I thought that would be a really, really cool idea. Obviously, that's not something that's going to be incredibly, like, game-breaking. It's not going to be, like, the best thing you can get out of the entire match. Obviously, you're going to have your paladins, your ramparts, and stuff like that. Nobody's going to be gunning for a zombies melee, but the fact that that could potentially be a thing, I think that would be really cool. If I come in here, you know, slice and dice up on some zombies, and one of their arms falls off, and I can pick it up and then whack people with it, that'd be awesome. That'd be so cool. Then one last thing I wanted to show you guys for today is we are here at Array, and as I've been talking about all video long, we know all of this outbreak stuff is happening because of the leaked emergency broadcast audio, which actually stems from the emergency alert system that plays when you actually activate the beacon right here in Array. So we're gonna go ahead and do it, and I'm gonna play you guys the audio that actually plays right now. It's actually recently just been changed. I'm gonna let you guys listen to it, then we'll come back and I'll talk about what's going to change when the update actually goes live. And go. Alright, so this all happens. This is actually a Dark Ops challenge too, by the way, so if you haven't completed it yet, you can get some free merits out of doing that, I believe. But you come in, you press square or whatever button you need to on this console here with the green lights. This whole thing's gonna go off, and then the radios that are all around the map, there's one here, there's one up at construction, I know there's one in train station, they're literally all over the place. They're going to play an emergency broadcast message after all this stuff stops beeping and going off around me. So let's get into that little message that's gonna play.
This is an emergency action notification on behalf of the Armed Forces Central Command. This station is interrupted its regular programming to participate in the emergency alert system. This station will now discontinue its regular broadcast schedule. Stay tuned for information on your local area.
Alright, so that was all the audio. You guys just heard it. It's basically just alluding to the fact that there is going to be more information coming in the coming days regarding a new emergency alert. That's pretty much all that audio there says. And I have a feeling that come Tuesday when Apocalypse Z goes live, if we land here and do the same thing all over again, that audio is going to be changed, and it's going to be the leaked broadcast audio that I've been talking about all video, which basically confirms that the zombies are here, that the undead are here, and they're attacking the whole entire map. So if I were you guys, if you guys do want to jump into the whole backstory of Blackouts here, I would recommend on Tuesday landing here at Array, either in a public match or in a custom game, it doesn't really matter, and coming over to this beacon here, activating it by pressing and holding square or whatever button you need to on whatever console you're on, and then listening to the new emergency broadcast audio, because I'm pretty sure that come Tuesday, it is going to be updated. But with that being said, that is going to wrap things up for today. I just figured it'd be kind of cool to actually jump into Blackout and take a look at all of the different teasers that I at least know about here on the map. I'm sure there are a few other areas that the zombies have attacked as well, but for the main part of this video, I did just want to highlight quite a few of the areas that were pretty close to one another, and then also Graveyard and Array, which are two separate instances that obviously all tie into this greater storyline going on here. So that's all pretty cool if you ask me. If you guys enjoyed the video, or if you're just excited for Apocalypse Z to go live next Tuesday, let me know by giving it a big old thumbs up, slap that like button, it would be much appreciated. And of course, if you are brand new here to the channel and you like what you see, feel free to subscribe with your post notifications turned on, that way you'll always know when I upload a new video. As always, be sure to use code IMMORTAL on all G Fuel, Control Freak, and Respawn products. You can find all of those links down below. And once again, thanks so much for tuning in. Until next time, take it easy, have an awesome rest of your day, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.